Kim, Toastmasters? Just granted. Kim, I really enjoyed this speech. I know that from speaking with you a few weeks ago, PowerPoint was new for you, and I really admire you for getting up, doing it, and using it in a very great way, because we weren't bogged down with any words. It was visuals, and the visuals added to your verbal speech, and you seemed very comfortable with the technology. And I know that that was a learning curve for you, and I think that was great. I didn't see your previous two speeches, so I thank you for giving that 1-minute overview of your last two speeches. So I felt, even though I didn't see those, that I was up to speed with the topic, and I think that was really wonderful. You had a new word in this speech for me, gyre, which I had never heard before. I would have appreciated the spelling of it just so that I could see it in my mind. But that was, you gave us the definition. That was very good. You had a great phrase in your speech, the plastic soup in the ocean, and that was very visual for me, and that was great. You look so confident up here. You owned the topic. You owned the technology. You controlled the audience. At least 2 times you asked us for some verbal feedback. You had us participating with you. And you were passionate about this topic, and that was very obvious to me. You told us, you gave us the lesson plan for your speech. You said you were going to tell us how to reduce our own personal use of 2 types of plastic, the bottles and the bags. And then within those 2 types of plastic, you told us how to do 3 different things, how to reduce, reuse, and recycle them. And you did it using our everyday lives, showing us how you do it with yourself. So you taught us by your own example, and that was wonderful. The topic was very well researched. You were very passionate about it, and this is very important to you, and that came across to me. Suggestions, the very first slide bothered me. You had a question there in small letters, but there was no question mark at the end of your question. And I forget what it was, so I need a question mark at the end of that first slide. You held up some papers. You said, if you don't believe me, check out the research, and you flapped some papers around, but I didn't know what that was. So if you're going to tell us research, give us a site or something if we want to look at it, or pass it around. Use it in some tangible way if we want to check out your facts. And then the only other suggestion would tell us how to spell gyre. Another suggestion was you were tied to the laptop. You were not sometimes you were reading from it, but on the other hand, you weren't really reading from it. It was really coming from your own soul and your own passion. I would have liked if you could move around a little bit away from the computer, but the way you did it really did work. I thought you used the 8 to 10 minutes very well. It didn't seem like an 8 to 10 minute speech. I don't really remember where your lights were, but it seemed, even though you were reading from the computer, it seemed like it was just so important to you that it was really coming out of your head and not from the computer screen. And just in general, you were so comfortable with the topic, with the visuals, with the computer. You look very experienced at talking about this topic, and I really appreciate you giving it. And congratulations on your 10th speech and for completing this Competent Communicator Manual. It's a goal of mine, and I hope all of us have the same goal to finish our 10th speech. Good job.
Thank you.